Hello everyone and welcome back to Good Times with Kirby's Dream Course and Shameful Silver. With me, Get Daved. Becoming unhollowed more and more every day. Okay, I think I said every hole can be hole-in-one. That may have been a lie. Oh no, there's some pretty weird ones. Anyway, our goal is to two-shot this one, and what we want to do is land exactly on that enemy. Yeah, that sounds right. Those green things are trampolines. They're gonna make our shot just a little bit more difficult. We're gonna bounce much higher than the guide suggests. Okay, this could be a disaster. I'm gonna pump. Okay, we're good. That was a not bad shot. Come on, give me that. That was a not bad shot. Okay, we want a little bit of forward spin, but not so much that we do some face planting. I don't know. I don't know about this shot, guys. I really don't know about this shot. Oh my goodness. Yeah. If I hadn't pumped, it might have worked better, actually. A little too much spin, a little too much bouncy bounce. Okay, this one, the real trick is going to be getting the right amount of backspin, or I maybe 90% it, 85. Okay, concentrate. There's just people watching and judging me. It's not a big deal. Okay, that felt alright. Three-shotting this first one is not terrible. That's one of the more difficult holes on that course. Alright, this one's going to be a two-shotter. Okay, so conveyor belts and warps. So some warps have arrows. Whatever direction you go in, it'll warp you to its partner, and you will come out in that direction. The red ones, they only move you in place. You keep all of your velocity. And spin, I think. So we actually have kind of a difficult shot. Oh yeah, the conveyor belts are a little weird too. We'll get there. We want a broader angle so that we have more chance to stop on it, basically. So I'm going to do maybe like an 80 here. That might be a problem. Oh no, this has never happened before. It all worked out. As long as we reach this. Yeah, we're good. So now we're traveling over here at a fixed rate. With a charming sound effect. Alright, and now we have our choice of high jump or spark. I forget which one we need for the next hole. I'm gonna go with spark. I think that's too hard, but I can maybe spark to slow down. What I should have done is actually floored it. Alright, well, not great. But, hey, that's this channel. It's good, but he's no Avac. No deceased crab, that's for sure. He's the best! Alright. High jump probably would have been a better choice, but we might be able to do it with spark. So with high jump, if we were to jump, see that, that purple one right there. If you high jump there, you pretty much drop straight into the hole, because the last guy's going to turn into it. We might be able to do this. I'm not sure what the power should be, though. I don't know if that's too much or too little. Too much. Oh, that sucks to have that happen twice. Yeah, we're gonna be going for bronze on this one. We'll call that a victory. Yeesh. Yeah, we should be at 6. Alright, this one is going to be a 2-shotter. Our goal is to get onto that conveyor belt safe-ishly, I think? Maybe that's not quite true. I don't know if I actually want to go that far. I don't think I want to go that far. Because that would leave me right under that Krakow and we would get zappoed. Eh? Here's where it's going to get a little weird. That's just protection that we would destroy the Krakow if we hit him like that. Cool. We got over. This is not how I normally like to do the hole, but there are some nice setups where you can get a good arcing shot on that guy. Also, we'll be stuck here for a while. These things will keep our velocity going, and we don't get our next shot until our speed is gone. Alright, swish or bust. Oh, this is the moment of truth, folks. Okay. Serious time. I can do it. Just like I planned it. Alright, 3 shots above where we should be shooting. That's okay. Ugh. Alright, we can still finish with a 15, I'm sure. Nah. Alright. So we just want to get both of these rocks. Rock turns you, or stone, turns you into stone, and then you slide in a straight line down whatever incline you're on, and then you drop straight down if you're in the air. Allow me to demonstrate. Boop. Slowly glide down. It's very similar to Needle, with the one catch that Needle stops you wherever, so you can stop on an incline with it, making it mostly more useful. The one catch is, if you're in the air, like, and turn into a stone, you'll drop straight down, like a rock. If you porcupine, however, you just kind of continue until you hit a surface and then you stick to it. So on the ground they act pretty similarly, and that's it. Alright, let's see if it works. Remember, with stone we can arrest our momentum anytime we want in the air. Ooh, this is a disaster. The nice thing is, since we have stone, we can go for the 3-ball. Also, like, our little health information is going to appear, and it's going to be really annoying, you'll see. That might just be perfect waiting anyway. Yeah. Good. Y'all were about to hear a cuss. Alright, remember how I said we could do it in 15? We did it! We got 15 points, everyone! We're playing golf. So I don't have a good way of doing this one. I've hole-in-one'd it, but when you bump into a tree or a non-bumper, you sometimes pick up a little bit of an angle, especially if you pump. We don't want that. So we got a couple options. None great. I'm gonna try the traditional approach here. Let's watch and see what happens. I do have stone. Alright, we came off pretty clean, thanks to No Pump Dave. Alright, we just need to get back to it. Alright, we actually have a potential hole-in-one here. Oh! I guess the secret is I just need to stop being optimistic. 9 lives, that's good. As far as I know, it goes up to 99 at least. Again, on like 6 or 7 that might be necessary. Okay. This one I have hole-in-one. It's not going to happen. If we get 3, that'll be okay. So the obvious thing is to hit this guy. Then bump, and across. Let's do the exact geometry. You would bump here. So you'd be on that line. Yeah, we'd hit that guy, and slide back. There's like a better, yeah, this is a slightly better strategy, I think. That's a better hole-in-one strategy anyway. Let's see what happens. This will be more interesting in either case. Okay, and now we slide really well, which is kind of cool. You sometimes pick up a little bit of an angle. Alright, this is kind of interesting. Let's get your golf game on, everyone. Place your bets. We're gonna pick up, we're gonna have to freeze. So we're gonna slide really well, so I basically need to get this, whoops. I need to not hit the fast forward button. Which, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, is mapped to a very twitchy trigger. Like every Let's Play. Okay, here we go. There. Okay, let's find out. I think I did it way too hard. Maybe I'll just like course it, yeah. Into the water. Just how I planned it. Good news, everyone. Oh my goodness. You gotta learn how to stop. I get that it's difficult. Yeah, now we're off trajectory. Okay, here we go. I want to just get above the surface of the water. Spin's going to be irrelevant. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think I have enough to clear the ledge now. Well, the good news is, now maybe I can squish it? Come on, four-shotter. You know what? That might be prudent. I have to get the perfect spin, though. And if I don't, then I have to think quickly and get my power to, like, 50%. Alright, feels good. Uh-oh. Now this is probably okay. Okay. Salvaged a bad situation. Probably could have 3'd it. Getting the guy... If the guy in the middle turns into the hole, it's quite difficult. Come on, bronze! Alright, I think this one has... So it's got a water switch. So the water's turned off right now. This will make the water appear in here. I have hole-in-one. It is not super duper repeatable. Oh no, don't tell me. Okay, we're good, we're good. You don't bounce when you're if freezing. You sort of stick to the ground a bit better, so... Just enough. Yeah, so basically sometimes you get wrapped around nicely and other times you don't. If you're off trajectory, this is an extremely difficult shot to make, in my opinion. Yeah, so like this. This is hard. It is easiest, in my opinion, if you do it through the air. It looks like about a 40%er. Boom! Brawny does it! Okay, so that was a two-shotter, so we finished with 22. Again, like, this is not a bad score if it's your first time. And the requirement for... Wow. Oh, I haven't done this. Ooh, silver! Yeah, the requirement for gold is not fixed, so it's all over the place. Okay, I feel pretty good about getting silver. I was hard on myself, but that was, as it turns out, a pretty good score. Yeah, so like maybe a 19 would be best possible for 3. There's a big difficulty jump. Ooh, cool. There's a big difficulty jump, in my opinion, from 2 to 3, and then 4 I completely forget, to be honest. I'll recognize some of the holes, maybe. Oh yeah, this is where they start introducing Tornado, which I'm actually pretty good with. That's not to say what I'm going to try will work, but this is one of the power-ups a lot of people aren't as good with, and I'm actually pretty good at it, so. This is the one that has the weird controls. I want to have a slightly flatter arc, I think. Okay. Here we go. So we can sort of steer it left and right. I just decided I wanted to take a look at the rest of the course. Yeah, alright. So if I execute, we'll get a hole in 1. If not, probably a 2. Place your bets. So I'm steering this thing now. And now we just need to get around the tree. Neat. So it was still going to be pretty tricky because we need to sort of go up these ramps as a tornado and then back down the ramps and bleed off our velocity and then still stop in the hole. It's still pretty sketchy. Life is a tornado. It's a little sketchy sometimes. And the moment of truth. I'm never finished. Okay. So this is the problem we were going to have to deal with before. Oh, it hurts so much. Yeah, normally this would be a restart on the hole, but we're not going to do that. This train we're on, don't make stops. There's no getting off this train we're on. From a little-known game you might have heard of called Final Fantasy VII. Alright. I have a plan. So this guide, with this amount of spin, is projecting based on 100% power. This could work. It'll take some delicate tornado-ship, though. Alright. Wait till the spin turns us around a little. And party time. No. More speed! More speed! That's painful. It's happened a couple times. Actually landing in the hole is tricky with it. I could have cut down the line a little earlier, but I was pretty worried about overshooting. As it turns out, maybe I just gotta recalibrate a little. So we could be at 2 shots, but this is not a disaster. So I have kind of an interesting thought, which I don't think is the approach I normally take, but normally I would say, hey, I should get stone, and I would take this angle shot here. But what if I bounced for the warp, used tornado, and then tried steering into the hole? I like that there's a little bit of strategy because, again, I can pick where the hole is going to spawn, which is a really neat twist on golf. Also, having to hit waypoints. Kind of a neat idea. Don't steer. Okay, perfect. No! Wait. It's never over. Probably gonna run low again. Alright. Again, I was concerned about overshooting, so I took a wider angle. It's pretty hard to get it to stop in the hole with Tornado. I know I was like, hey, I'm pretty good with it, and I've done nothing but make mistakes, but you watch someone else try using it and see where they go. It's hard to control. Alright. Oh yeah, this is kind of a hilarious hole. So you just need to like tap it, just tap it in, and you'll get a hole in one. It does not always go that way. Alright, let's... Okay, we'll try this. Okay, let's now practice my driving. And we steer. I'm pushing left on the controller right now. Not right. It felt pretty good. Yeah, it felt good. Hole in one. Alright, I got my groove back, gang. I like that one a lot, actually, because it's such a soft touch. And if you don't have Tornado, by the way, it's a train wreck. Alright, our first experience with needles. Not to mention the pins. I don't know how I want to shoot this. We definitely would rather have Needle than Tornado here, because that's a pretty precarious final hole location. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it and see what happens. I intended to stop a little earlier. So anyone want to take any bets on the power? Put it in the comments section, everyone. This is the hole we're gonna judge. How much power do you think? I'm gonna say... That's what makes it hard to judge. I'm gonna say 40%. And if you said 50%, you would be right. So we're technically on the slope right now. By like 1 pixel. Okay. Huh? Cool. Could have been much worse. So what happens is, if you fall off the course, you lose a life, and you lose your power, and then you go back to where you took your last shot. The worst thing that can happen is, you hit 2 enemies, fall off the course, and then you don't have Needle. And then from the top, you have to make this shot onto an area where if you're overshoot it in the slightest, it's curtains for you. And by the way, if you keep Tornado for this hole, you can just clean up on it. Given our predicament, we will be going for... I think we'll clear it. I think we have to do this shot, unfortunately. Okay, let's try this. Whee! Okay, not bad. We have a pretty shallow angle, so now it's just nice well-placed shot, well-powered shot. So how's the look of a 65 with a pump? I'm going pretty fast though. I'm not gonna pump. Not off the bounce. Alright. That was okay. That felt good. We're actually having a really good score. I don't really remember this one. Which is sometimes a really good thing. Oh my goodness. I think I'm just gonna plan for the 2-shot. Easiest way, man. I think this is probably the safest. I don't want to bounce over it, so... Come on, Dave, come on, sweep. Okay. And now we just tap it in. This is the range I find difficult to judge. Maybe 40? Cool. Yeah, without Tornado, I don't know how I would possibly hold on that one. I mean, with curved shots, you can do a lot of crazy stuff. You can reach anywhere. It gets ridiculous, but... Alright, so it wants us to have freeze. If you watch a tool-assisted speedrun, also, they take ridiculous shots where they, like, hammer themselves intentionally into spikes and off enemies on, like, crazy angles and just bounce all over the place. And there's one where they're, like, arcing back and forth across the entire course over and over and over. Because if you hit a spike, you sort of get this bounce off of it. I don't know, maybe... I'm sure I'm gonna go flying into a Gordo if I do this. I am thinking like, hey, maybe with a trampoline I'll clear it. But hey, you only live once. Oh, that's too hard. Oh no. Yep. Well, we're dead. And life over. Well, we all got to do science together. Goodbye, power. Alright, so this is a little tricky. That shot is anticipating... Like, that's a 100%. If I hit 99, I'm not going to pull that off. So I'm actually going to put crazy topspin and not even try for... There we go. And right between them. I forgot I was stone, not needle, but... we can maybe make this work. How much power is the question? I'm gonna say like a quarter. We should have a pretty broad margin of error. And I have stone to correct as well. Oh, probably not gonna need it. There. That's what I think about that. Well, we learned. It was going really well up until that, though. That might have been... that was a potential gold pace. Which is pretty crazy after the kind of lackluster start. Not bad. Could have been an 18. Silver? Yeah, okay. The important thing is we're meddling. And like, when I played this game as a kid, I would grind through like 10 lives just trying to pass a course at once. Like, I'd die multiple times on the hole. So this is pretty smooth. Yeah, okay, fine. First on the leaderboard. I feel like a 17 could have done it. Actually, I'm going to end this episode off camera. I'm going to look up the cutoff point for the medals on each hole. That's probably written down somewhere. And we'll see how close we got. See you in the next episode, everybody. You come on back now. We're going to have a good, relaxing time.